Welcome to the North Kinder podcast. We're excited to have you today.
And this podcast, we are talking about practical ways that you can involve your kids in the day-to-day.
Yes. And before we go there, remember to like and subscribe to the podcast if you want to, and comment, because that's always great.
So we have it on YouTube, and we will have it on iTunes, Spotify, all those wonderful ways. And If you want to click to see our podcast, just go to the North Kinder Instagram page and click the link in the bio, and it'll take you right to the most recent one. And then you can watch them all.
Great.
See what we're talking about.
Follow the hashtag NKLovesPeople.
Well, that's why we started our podcast, is we wanted to show ways that you can love on people in your sphere of influence. So just meeting people's practical needs that are around you. So if your neighbor, maybe they broke their leg and they need help cutting their grass, maybe you could just do that, cut their grass until that gets better. So just ways that we can be aware of the people that are directly in front of you in your life, and how you can help them, how you can be good to them, and how you can love on them. Yeah. We'll be sharing our stories as we go along, and we want to hear your stories too. So you can write us a message about how you're loving on people, and we will share those. So get going. So today, we find that as parents, there's just so much that has to get done all the time. Laundry, groceries, house cleaning, all that stuff. How do you make those things a little bit more fun, maybe a little bit more easier on you and your family, and ways that you can incorporate your kids? Because those things have to get done. So instead of you waiting until they go to bed or nap time, get them involved.
It's like anything. I mean, you can get, when you're going to wash the car, bring the kids along, and they can do some of the things. I mean, they can do the little scrubby brush, or they can help you dry the car, or whatever. They just want to help out.
Except when they try to pick up a handful of rocks. I think you stopped Royal one time. Was he going to take a rock and wash the car with a rock?
He was using a broken, basically a scrubby thing. So instead of it was broken, and somehow the metal had come through. So he put some nice scratches on our new SUV, which is awesome. But besides that, it was great. Helping. We were having a great time.
Yeah.
And, when you're cutting the grass or doing anything, there's always something that they can do, like help you bag up the grass after, or rake. They love to rake.
Yeah, raking.
You have a huge list, so why don't you
I do have a huge list, because I am at home with the kids, and we have to do a lot of day-to-day things. So one of the big things that I think I excel at, friends, and I'm going to tell you, you can take some of my tips, and that's why we're doing this here, is laundry, and just the process of doing laundry and the never-ending laundry. So a few things that I do, I don't do my laundry all in one day. I find that hard. One big tip that I do is I have separate bins for separate colors. So then you're not having to sort your laundry and then put it in the bin. So we actually have a bin that's white and a bin that's black, and we put our dark colors in the black bin and our light colors in the white bin. And so then that way you just take that bin right to the washing machine, and all your laundry's already sorted for you.
Right.
And even when it comes to the kids, they have a responsibility now. Well, Pippa doesn't quite get there. She's 2. So I'm sorry, all the parents out there that have little ones. They aren't quite there yet. But start them, or I say around 4, like Royal would put his clothes in his own laundry bin. When we pick out his clothes and help him get dressed in the morning, he has to put his socks and underwear and dirty clothes in his bin. And then he also, what we've done is we put a hook in his bedroom. So then he puts his pajamas on the hook. Mm-hmm. So then they know for bedtime, get your jammies off the hook, and you're already organized and you're ready to go. I involve the kids in just even actually putting the laundry in. Royal and Pippa both love doing that. So they put their clothes in the washing machine, bring their bins over, put the laundry in, close it up, and then I do the stuff like the soap, turning it on. It does take longer, of course, and I know you're busy and you want to get stuff done during the day, but it's just more fun, and then the kids aren't waiting, or they're not bored. Like, you can kind of make it an activity. And even when the laundry's done, Royal will take all the clothes out and throw them in the dryer, and he kind of shoots it. Like, we have a stacking washer and dryer, so our dryer is on top of our washing machine, and so he'll take out the little socks and the shirts, and he kind of uses it like a little basketball net. Yeah. Pippa tries. It's like a sport. She tries. She can't quite get the stuff in the dryer, but you know what? She's having fun, and then I just pick up the rest and throw it in. So I think that's a fun way to involve the kids in the day-to-day in the laundry aspect.
What else we do around here? I mean, they
do a lot of cooking. So how do you get the kids involved in that?
That's true. Royal, Pippa, they love to put salt on the food. Anytime they can do that, they love it. You know what? It teaches them too. It's kind of getting them used to that stuff. Because when they turn 10, they have to cook all their own meals.
They can live at our house but they have to cook all their meals. They can stay till they're 50, I guess, but they got to cook everything.
No, but it's a good skill to have.
Again, it's messy. I'm not saying like involving your kids in cooking is really messy. Like I have the vacuum out because there's seasonings like everywhere, all over my kitchen when they're done. And there's salt and whatever on the floor, and it's crazy. But that's okay. It's just, I'd rather them be happy and help dad. And I just have to run the vacuum and just do a little cleanup after. But I think it's worth it for them.
For sure.
To be engaged, right?
Yep.
I just love that they're bigger and they can kind of help a little bit. But I'm going to talk to all those parents that do have a baby. So if you have a little baby, and I did this with the kids, I would wear them in a baby sling. And so even when I was folding socks or putting away laundry, I was still there with the kids. I still was able to wear the baby and able to still get stuff done, and they still got to have that closeness with you. So you don't have to have toddlers that can help out. You can just wear your kid. And I would wear them everywhere and do tons of things with those wonderful baby slings. So if you have a preferred one that you like, we use the Ergo Baby. We thought that was really nice. It works
really good, really good.
We're not obviously sponsored by Ergo Baby, but
unless Ergo Baby wants to sponsor us, we're open.
Well, our kids are big now. I don't know.
I could still, hey, it'd look weird.
Pippa might like it. She likes to be carried around. You never know. But we found that one to be really good. And Derek wore that one too. So if he had tasks to do, he'd be wearing a baby.
Yes, it's great.
And when you have a baby and a toddler, it can be hard to attend to both your kids at the same time. So just wear one of your kids. Put them on, and then you can do whatever you need to do with your toddler. So the other big thing too is grocery shopping. Okay, I didn't know this, and this should be a sign at the grocery store in like big lights and colors, because every parent of the world would want to know this. Did you know, okay, maybe not in the US, I don't know, maybe they do. Any grocery store you go into, you can go to the bakery and they give your kids a free cookie. Like what? Not the moms and the dads. Mommies and daddies aren't getting free cookies, but they will give your kid a free cookie. Unless they give your kid a
ginger snap, because when they give you a ginger snap, then you're going to be eating that ginger snap. Because the kids aren't going to eat the ginger snap.
And the cookie's not small. Like it's not those little tiny ones that you see. Like you're getting a cookie. It's huge. So they get this huge cookie. So when you go to the grocery store, and I know there's lots of click and shop and pick up and shop. To me, I'm just not always organized to do that, where I'll order my groceries ahead of time. So there's still times where you have to take your kids to the grocery store, or sometimes you just want to look around and see what's new.
They love going anyways too.
So I go in with a game plan. You get the kids in the cart, and you know what? I'm the mom that uses that obnoxious one with the car. Yeah. So you get that obnoxious cart with the beeps and the horns, and you just go for it. So I head straight to the bakery first. Or sometimes if they're happy, then I can do a little bit of produce, then go to the bakery. That's going to buy you at least 5 to 7 minutes with that cookie. And then you can go and quickly hit the aisles. When you're in there with your kids, with your small kids, they're going to be grabbing stuff off the shelves. So you want their hands busy. I have also, mid-grocery shop, opened up boxes of granola bars and just paid for it at the checkout. Because anything I can do to get through that grocery shop. So you need to know what you're going in for. You need to know what your plan is, because sometimes you may never get out and you may have a cart full of stuff that you never intended to have. And then coming home, Royal has been really great too, and Pippa. They'll help me put the groceries away. And so for us, this is another great organizational tip. We actually have 2 drawers in our kitchen that are just for the kids stuff. So we have their little snacks that they like. So granola bars, Bear Paws, juice boxes are in that little spot. And then we also have another drawer that's designated for all their cups and cutlery and kid things that they use. So not only do they help me unload the groceries, Royal even put his stuff away in his drawer, and even helps put stuff in the fridge if I ask him to. And so they know if they need something, it kind of creates more independence. If they want that snack, well, they can go to their snack drawer and they can pull it out themselves. And Pippa is strong enough now that she can kind of get that open and show us what she needs. You know what? It's not too young for 2-year-olds to get their own cup. Right? So I'm like, get your cup, bring it, I can fill that up. So it creates independence, and then they feel proud of themselves. They get to do something.
It's good skills.
Royal also helps with emptying the dishwasher. So again, because they have their own designated drawers, so they're able to take their cups, their bowls, their forks and spoons out of the dishwasher when they're clean, and they can put them away.
For sure.
And another good thing, I know it's like more and more, you can get your kids to clean up their own toys. Parents, you can get your 2-year-olds to pick up their own toys. It takes time. We sing a cheesy song. I used to sing like the cheesiest song to get Royal to clean up his toys. It's from Daniel Tiger.
Daniel Tiger. It's a classic.
Are you going to sing it with me?
You go.
Clean up, pick up, put away. Clean up every day.
Hey, whatever you got to do to get them to do the job.
Sing that
it's
song,
fine.
and they're like, "Yay, picking up
Fair
toys!"
game.
And then I have those nice cloth bins so that they don't scratch when you're putting them in the cupboards or anything like that. So you get those nice cloth bins. HomeSense has amazing ones. I even got some from like H&M Home. They have some really nice ones. So then you're not scratching, or metal bins, or they're not too heavy for the kids too. This is because I just like to organize. We put all of our Lego in one bin. We put all of our magnets in one bin. Pippa now has these little bears that she likes, those little calico critters. You all know what I'm talking about, the tiny little clothes. They all go in one bin. And so I help the kids kind of get going, and then it's like a game for them. They know which toy goes in what bin. So it does take some work. I'm not saying every day is perfect. They're not like, yay, Mom, let's empty the dishwasher. Let's do the laundry. But I feel like the more that you can include them in the day-to-day and you say, great job, like, well done, like, you're so big now, I'll say to Royal, you're doing so great.
Builds confidence.
It
in them
does.
too,
It
right?
builds
Yeah.
confidence, and they feel they have that great independence. So
Hopefully that helps you incorporate your kids into the daily tasks. And again, remember just to like and subscribe the podcast. Hopefully you're getting some from this. Comment, talk to us. We want to
follow
hear
us on
from you.
Instagram too, and you can always leave your comments there as well. And you can also go to our website, northkinder.com, or you can also email us at hello@northkinder.com. We want to hear from you.
Remember, hashtag NK loves people.
Thanks for listening, and
Thank
thanks
you
for
for
watching.
listening, and thank you for watching.